What's up, guys? This is going to be my review video of the Uniden Laser Jammer kit, front and rear, and I'm running it on a Uniden R4w detector. It's on my 2012 Nissan 370Z. I've had the kit for about a year now, coming up either right at a year or like maybe 11 months, basically a year. And I haven't had any issues out of the kit. It's been absolutely flawless. It's alerted every time that I see an officer running laser. Typically, I live in Georgia, so GSP will run laser a lot of the times. I live in Northwest Atlanta, about 40 minutes northwest of Atlanta specifically, and all through these counties you'll have GSP because they have a headquarters that's close to me. They also have Sheriff's Department, local PD. They love to use laser out here. So they have their little spots where they hide, and usually I'll see them and kind of look out for them ahead of time and then see like, hey, is it gonna go off? There's even been some times where, in a different side of town, maybe 20 minutes away, that I was getting hit and I was like, dude, where are they? They must have been hidden behind some trees or something. I genuinely couldn't see them. It alerted, told me, what gun I was being hit with, and it jammed it. And I also run my jammers full tilt. I don't have the timer set on it. I do have the feature where you can press any button to disarm. I do have that turned on in the settings menu, but a lot of the time I just run them full tilt. It's pretty entertaining. You see them shooting you coming, and then they look at their gun, they look kind of confused, and they'll turn around and shoot you in the ass. And it's always a pretty good laugh for me, man. So performance-wise, the kit's been flawless. I have no complaints. The Wi-Fi on the detector has worked for doing updates. Obviously, I have Wi-Fi in my garage. That's been fine. The only issue I've had is with Uniden's customer support, which was kind of weird. When I first bought the kit, I had to go, they do have someone who carries it in the Atlanta region now, but when I first bought the kit, I had to go all the way down to Macon, Georgia, which is like maybe 2.5, 3 hours away to buy the kit. And they were also the shop that was going to install it. But I decided, after kind of talking to some of the people in the shop, I was like, nah, I just kind of got the vibe. I'm like, I'll do it myself. After I got home and I was assembling the kit on a table, I was looking, I was like, wait, how are the jammers going to connect to the radar detector? They had left that cable out of my packaging. But before I called the shop, I had called Uniden directly. I said, hey, I bought this kit from your retailer. I'm not seeing a way to connect it. I think I might be missing a cable, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Their customer support told me, they said, okay, what detector do you have? I told them I got an R4w. Mind you, on their website, it says that the R4w works with the R4w, the R8w work with the laser jammers right when it came out. The guy that I talked to on the phone, he told me, no, man, like, you shouldn't have even bought that. The shop that sold that to you, they don't know what they're doing, because the R4w, that's not compatible. We do have something else that's in the works that it'll work with that detector, but that's not out yet. You shouldn't have bought that. Like, that shop should not have sold that to you. So as he's saying this, I'm like, well, that's odd, because it definitely says on the website that they go together. So I said, okay, thank you. I hang up, I call the shop. I tell the shop, hey man, is there a chance that maybe you guys left out a cable? This is what their customer support just told me. And the installer, the shop, I won't name the shop that it was, they were pretty dumbfounded. They were like, well, that makes no sense. He's like, well, I'll pull it up. And then he literally pulled it up on the website. He's like, it says it right here on the website that that's compatible. He took a picture of it and texted it to me. I said, yeah, that's why I purchased this kit, is because I saw that it's going to work with originally Uniden said it was going to work with the R4s. And then it got switched to the R4Ws, and then now they've tried to backtrack and get that. But I knew, I was like, I'm just gonna wait. I know it's supposed to be good with the W detectors. I'm gonna get me a W detector and then hook the jammers up. So it was really odd. And what ended up happening is, the shop had accidentally left out a cable. He was like, yeah, I don't know why they told you that, but let me check in your packaging. I think we may have left something out, and they did. They shipped it to me. It was like next day shipping. They got it to me. I got it the very next day. So that shop was great to work with as far as getting the kit sourced. Now you can go to, I believe it's Cartoons in Atlanta. They do great work. They're able to, I think they are, as the date of this video, I believe they are a current retailer for Uniden. So if you're in the Atlanta or northern Georgia area, that's where you could go. So yeah, it was very odd. That was my first thing that I thought was odd with their customer service. The second thing is when I was tightening up my number 6 jammer in the rear, the screws to tighten it, I over tightened it. Like I was trying to make sure that that thing didn't move. And what I did is I broke the screw, I broke it off into the body of the detector. And the holes are too small to use like a left-handed drill bit or some sort of extractor. It's tiny. So I was like, man, I don't know how to get that out. I even went to, actually did go to Cartoons when I was like, man, I need to see if someone can maybe get this out. They were able to hook me up with another screw, but I was not able to get that screw out. So I reached out to Uniden. I said, hey man, this is, you know, the adjustment screw. I'm having a lot of play where, you know, my number 6 one would just flop down the road because it couldn't get held in. I said, yeah, I need a fix for this. I might just, you know, am I able to get some sort of repair? Is there anything that I could do? And the customer service agent that I spoke with was a woman. She told me that she wasn't able to help me with that and that I'd have to reach out to, I don't know what they call them. It's like a tech expert or like a product expert, that I had to like submit a form online, I believe, and then that they are supposed to respond. So I submit the form, submit it in, and I wait like a week. I don't hear anything. I call back in. I said, hey, I had, you know, tried to get a hold of someone to return my inquiry, you know, so I could get my jammer fixed, because these jammers are like $400 a piece, you know. So I'm trying to see what I can do. Call back in, and they're like, yeah, no, we can't do anything. You have to wait for that product expert person who handles that. You have to wait for that person to get back to you. I'm like, well, it's been like a week at this point. I haven't heard anything back. So basically they tell you, you just got to wait, and until then you're SOL. So that was, I think I had the detectors on the car, or the jammers on the car, maybe a month, like 6 weeks. I didn't have them on very long. And then because I played with the adjustment a lot when I first got them, and then it broke. So I've had the detectors a year, so we're talking 10 months, and I have yet to receive an email or phone call from whoever the tech people are supposed to be over at Uniden. I never got that inquiry responded to. And also, it's the same, I'm assuming, customer or technical support staff that told me originally that this kit is not compatible and that I should go get my money back from the shop that sold it to me. So I don't know who's working at Uniden and who their tech, you know, support is. I think for the money that you're spending, I mean, I spent like, I think it was like $3,200, give or take, on this system. And I would just really hope for a lot better customer service, or at least get someone on the phone with me, or get someone to send me an email back so I can ship that off and then hopefully have it repaired, you know. Granted, the detectors are like, the jammers are about $400 a piece. So I guess your fix to that is go to your local supplier. For us in the Atlanta region, I'm sure it'll be Cartoons. Go over there and just buy another $400 detector, jammer, which is crazy, man. So I didn't like that. Like I said, I still haven't got responded to about that. So take that as you will. That was my experience. Your mileage may vary. So my fix that I did, which I put, if you need an install video or want to see what I did, I took actually some of this stuff right here, some 3M double-sided tape, and I stacked it up between the bottom side of my bumper where it was mounted to and the top of the head. That way the head can't tilt. It's held in with double-sided stick tape, and then I just sharpied it black so you can't see it. It's worked pretty good. It has like a little bit of give, barely any give, still works flawlessly, still hasn't failed me. So as far as the product itself, great. Hasn't let me down. I highly recommend it. As far as the customer support from Uniden after the fact, I can't really speak to it because I can't say that I've had the best luck. But if you are looking for what I would say is just the best insurance for, if you're an enthusiast, you like to drive your car, if you're like me and your car is already pretty loud, then, you know, it's already kind of an attention getter, which is, all attention is not good, you know. So if your car is already, you got one of those cars, your car's loud, lowered, flashy, and you like to drive it, I think this is really the best insurance you can get, especially in a state like Georgia where they just love them some laser. So the kit itself, like I said, I think if you install it correctly, flawless, no complaints. So I wanted to post this video because when I was getting the jammers in the kit, I didn't really see a lot of info out on it. I know R4w Radar makes great stuff, and I believe he had posted a result from, it might have been 2024. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you guys can go find it. But he posted where they had all the best jammers together and they tested them. And the Unidens jammed a gun like every single time, like it never failed. And when I saw that video, it convinced me to get it. But I didn't see anything about Unidens like customer support or anything like that. So I just kind of wanted to put this out there. Once again, highly recommend the kit. I say it's worth the money. So hopefully you guys find this useful. You guys be easy.